what's up everybody? It's your man, Mr. SK, all day, Scrappy KILMORE. While you're here, if you don't mind, go ahead and hit that like button if you like the content you're seeing. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe and comment. Let me know what you think on the video, what your thoughts are. Today we're going to be talking about the YouTube ad boycott. Now apparently YouTube has come under some criticism lately. Well, it's more than criticism. They've been in the fire lately because supposedly extremists and terrorists have YouTube accounts and videos on their accounts that they have monetized, and advertisers found out that their ad revenue was going to essentially fund terrorism. So you have a list of up to about 50 companies included in this boycott, some of which are you got Walmart. Walmart is the largest corporation in the world with an annual revenue of $485 billion. That's almost a $500 billion. You got PepsiCo, which is the largest food and beverage corporation in the United States and second largest in the world. You got other companies like McDonald's, coca-cola, Johnson & Johnson, at&t, General Motors, Starbucks, and Verizon. All of these are huge companies, and they supply a lot of ad revenue. YouTube right now is taking a big hit in ad revenue. It's only been maybe a week or so since this whole boycott jumped off, but they are taking a huge loss right now. So what does this mean to Google as a whole? Well, to be honest with you, not very much. See, to a person like you and me, to have such a extreme hit to our bottom line every month or every day, every year or whatever, you know, that could affect us severely. It could take, you from eating steak down to eating tuna fish and crackers. But to a corporation like Google, it really doesn't mean very much. I read a Fortune.com article, and I'll have all the links to the articles that I referenced down in the the about section here, if you want to read up on them. Now, Fortune.com reports that YouTube's projected loss of revenue from this boycott is estimated to cost around $755 million, or 7.5% of its $10 billion annual revenue, well, projected revenue of 2017. So, in actuality, if you do it by the numbers, according to benzinga.com, Google's overall loss will only account for about 1.07% of their estimated $70 billion revenue for 2017. To me, that's mind-blowing. That's a lot of money they're going to lose, but it's still only, a small amount in the company's overall thing. But YouTube is doing damage control, and so is Google. Philip Schindler, the chief business officer of Google, said in a blog that measures are being taken to give brands more control over where their ads appear. We have a responsibility to our advertisers who help these publishers and creators thrive. We have strict policies that define where Google ads should appear, and in the vast majority of cases, our policies and tools work as intended. But at times, we don't get it right. And now he goes on to apologize for the situation at hand and talk about new measures being taken. In a separate article I read from CNBC, the CEO of WPP, which is a British multinational advertising company, this guy's name is Martin Sorrell. He was interviewed, and he said that Google must take responsibility and remove extremist content. He also said that this may be an argument for temporarily suspending ads, but permanently removing them is not a good move. He also says boycotting what is one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful medium in the world doesn't make sense. To me, that's genius. This guy knows what he's talking about. Just because of the simple fact that what advertisers get when they advertise with YouTube is unheard of. You go back 30 years, there wasn't a company on this planet that could advertise like YouTube can. This is not even Google. This is just YouTube. Every minute of every day, content creators upload 400 hours of video to YouTube, and this content gets watched. That is on advertising on a grand scale. It is amazing the people, the audience you reach when advertising on YouTube. But there are things that need to be done different. And what could YouTube have done differently? I mean, they have algorithms for detecting tag spam, algorithms that could find a 2-second clip of copyrighted material in a video. So why not do more? I mean, why is it so hard for them to realize that, hey, you shouldn't run Disney ads on KKK rally videos? You know, that's just an example, but it's pretty much to the point. My next question is, do big YouTubers have to be worried? Well, the answer to that, in my opinion, is these big YouTubers have been doing this for years and making a lot of money off of it. If they haven't been able throughout this time to manage their money, and if they have no life skills outside of video games and YouTube, if that's the perfect storm of what's going on in their lives, I can't speak for these guys, but if that case is going on with one of them, then yeah, I would say they have to be worried. Now, maybe, I don't think this is the case at all, but say this is hypothetically the death of YouTube as we know it, or YouTube money anyway. Some of these big guys will probably switch over to other mediums like Twitch or maybe Facebook or something of that nature. Now, will they make as much money? I don't know, because I don't know what the advertisement revenue share is between whoever and what, you know, YouTubers would be, but that would be a big deciding factor on will they be able to continue living the lifestyle that they live, or will they have to get out and actually get a real job. If they actually can't make the money or haven't been good with their monies and their channel does fail, will we see a repeat or several repeats of the Biblical Reaper begging incident? Now, y'all remember Biblical Reaper? He came out a few months back crying about he was going broke and all, and asking subscribers to pretty much donate to a GoFundMe page, when the week before he was unboxing brand new HD cameras and iPhone 7s and all this crap. He didn't know how to live within his means, and he was begging his audience for money to keep him living the lavish lifestyle he was used to but couldn't maintain on his own. Will there be more instances of that? I mean, that's yet to be seen. If so, I mean, YouTube would probably be a pretty horrible place. It'd be depressing, you know. I wouldn't go on YouTube without antidepressants if that was the case. Question I'm going to ask myself is, do I have to be worried? The answer to that is hell no, because I have life skills outside of a SCUF controller and G Fuel. You know, I have a full-time job. So even though I'm trying to make a little money on YouTube, I made 12 cents last month. I can't even buy a postage stamp, so YouTube crashing would not affect me in one bit. I'm still going to be a man and still going to pay my bills. But maybe it might get better, as long as there are still, infidel advertisers who, still continue to pay money. Maybe it'll all work out. But I think in the long run, this is kind of going to be a slap on the wrist thing. YouTube and Google, well, Google's going to get their legal team on it and get their development team on it, their tech team. They're going to figure out a way to have all this stuff straightened out within a matter of time. And I think it will all go back to business as usual. I think everything's going to be fine. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Don't forget, if you like what you saw, like the video, comment on it. Let me know what you think. Is this the end-all, be-all of YouTube? Will YouTube survive? Or, what's the case? What are your thoughts? And if you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. Don't forget, the links to all the articles I mentioned are down below in the About section. And, anyway, this is your man, Mr. SK, all day. Scrappy Kilmore. I'm out, y'all. Peace.